and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Like, they got these niggas ranked, like, they overall, like 80-something. Hell yeah, you seen that squad? Shit.
Good, 180. Let's go. Double time, double time.
These niggas got a beast on it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Play action now, Dalton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 28 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
I'm down.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Dalton, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3.
Nice. Hey, Alpha.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike,
Dalton sets up play action. He's got his man, Boyd.
You crazy as hell.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Look at that play.
Tyler Boyd
Look at that
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here we go.
Don't jump 20 feet around no more. They changed that shit. I'm glad. You gotta be real close up on it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mayfield on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And a terrific return as he brings it.
No, I never mind, bro. This nigga finna quit. You crazy as fuck. Did you see that shit? I stopped right there. You crazy as fuck, nigga. And then he quit, bro. I'm gonna keep my screen on because I need a better matchup.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible.
Hopefully, the dude I'm playing now will give me a better matchup.
Murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story if I let you tell it.
Hey man, yo, goddamn skinny ass need to eat goddamn at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Sometimes I got hamstring off, you know.
Yellow. I'll go blue, lady.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was looking for Watkins that time. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rush in. Slap.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now a carry for Bernard. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dalton off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Touchdown.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, 41 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
What's up with freeze, man? I haven't seen that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Oh, you talking about me? Oh, okay.
Yellow, 180.
That's what it seemed like, bro.
Mahomes now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Damn thing, as you can see right now.
Mahomes now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I mean, I played against some dudes who was goddamn tough to beat. This motherfucker right here. This ain't even no game. This is a practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 31 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a two-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0.
Oh, man. Get out of here, man. Come on, you said you going to bring that shit up. Hey, but to be honest with you, but I haven't missed a field goal in this game yet.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, man. Hey, man, you see that shit right there, right, where it say unstoppable force? Yeah, that's the only thing he needs. 3 quarterbacks set. He'll be an unstoppable force. Come on, man. Hey, man, look. I'm sorry, man. You ain't been to watch 2 whole full games. Nick.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go.
My friends in El Paso.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You don't want nothing, baby. Get over here. 93, 52,
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And some room to roam now. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow.
Scott defense.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now here's Ross. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Steps away to his left. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He getting thrown toward that left side, went over the middle, got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 45 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It got his man complete.
Oh, what the fuck? That made me die.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 29, Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Dalton here from the gun. incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Dalton. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The final act of the first half. Dalton on the screen. Bernard. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Time for a break. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Yeah, he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. That one goes for 36 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow.
2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confident.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
2 by 2. Move.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey.
Watch your shit. Watch your shit. Hey. Watch your shit.
Regular.
59.
So Dalton now. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Don't get nervous.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 49.
Don't get nervous. Watch this. Hey, Haywood.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know I can beat this dude.
Wide right.
It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Colin Saunders in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a deep... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Colin Saunders picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
93, 52, 93.
They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alex Okafor. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
I ain't even touched my line. And try to look online and see how you do that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Man, I hope you missed this shit.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
You know what? I'm going back to my playbook, my Cincinnati Bengals playbook, because...
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I ain't gonna do no jet sweep or nothing in this playbook.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up.
2 points away from overtime. Can I do it?
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check, check. Here we go.
It's do or die for Dalton. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the two-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to... And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know exactly what he's doing. He's going to keep going side to side.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free.
Oh, I got the ball.
What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Time now for Dalton's turn here in the extra session. He completes it to Lee. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A part of a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime. And then
who the man, dog? Who that man, dog? Hey, but look who that man though, dog. Look who that man is though, dog. That's me. Huh? All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. But look though, 6-game winning streak, baby. I'm ranked what? Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Yeah, nigga, 9,000. If I keep going, bro, if I keep winning, I'm going down. Look at that. Hell yeah, I'd be the top 1,000 player. Or top 999. Death comes in 3s, wins come in 2s, cash comes in 1s. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I know, but look, nigga, it's impossible to get top 100. I'm just saying. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. No, you wouldn't. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Bro, I'm on a 6-game winning streak, nigga. Just get on my motherfucking level, dog. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel. Hey, but did you see that comeback though, nigga? They call me the comeback king.
check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two of the bigger surprises of 2015, the Cards and Bengals, are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Go. Under 10.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, man, I could have lost that game, bro. When goddamn, when Mixon had fumbled that bitch.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let me see this game, bro. Oh, you can't see?
Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Andrew Billings never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Murray going to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them. to figure out why.
Someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 85 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
7-game winning streak in the making.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Left side here, caught by Clay. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Eluding the pressure right, and that will be incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They do go for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive.
There you go.
And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 96 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give him full authority to go ahead and bring it out.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Slam, slam, slam. Mike, 57. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check, 43.
Regular.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal.
He quit.